Good morning, everybody. We are live. This is Saturday Morning Chill. Yes, that's right, chill, not showdown. So we have Matt Deal in the upper right. He is the local Florida Southeast Regional Goldback rep. We've got Vegas Stacker on the bottom, and we've got myself on the upper left here. We're going to have some giveaways today, as we announced. We're also going to discuss everything Goldback. We're going to answer all your questions. So get your questions ready. Chat activity will be a factor in prizes toward the end of the show. So yeah, let's get vocal. What's up, Matt? How are you today?
Doing all right, man. Got as we talked about, I got 3 weeks left of being Florida man, as you can see by the hat, my little Crocodile Dundee. Yeah, just enjoying this Florida fall.
Yeah, it's all the way down to what, 85 today, right?
Right now, my computer's showing 79 over here in Tarpon Springs. So,
that's not bad.
Yeah, no, pretty nice. Yeah, just a couple more weeks of sunshine before, so where I'm moving back to Utah, where the mothership is, HQ, and I mean, it was dumping snow last night at Brighton, so 15 minutes from Salt Lake City. So excited for that.
Yeah, I love the skiing out there. I've been to Snowbird, and what's the other one down the road from it? Is that Deer Valley?
Well, so right down the road next to Snowbird is Alta. So that's the ski only spot. So Snowbird and Alta and Little Cottonwood Canyon are like the 2 world-class resorts. Got people that come from they'll fly from the Swiss Alps to come ski there, and they should, because it's the best. And then parallel to that, you've got Big Cottonwood Canyon, which is where Brighton and Solitude are. So Brighton is one of the snowboarding meccas, basically Mount Baker in Washington, and then you've got Brighton. They're like the top of the top snowboard mountains in the country. And then Deer Valley is on the backside. That's the Park City region. So Deer Valley, Park City, they get the leftovers. So the way the storms flow in, topographic effect and whatnot, you can be at Snowbird or Alta with 16 inches, and then just on the wrong side of the mountain range there, you'll get 3 inches at Park City, Deer Valley. So
yeah, the day before we showed up, they got a 5-foot dump. And, yeah, it was literally 5 feet, and but we couldn't go skiing that day because they had to set all the avalanches off. So they were popping the howitzers all day. It was kind of cool. I'd never experienced that before. We stayed at the Snowbird, the hotel there with the Snowbird Lodge, I think it's called.
Yeah, no, that's an awesome spot to be. You got the heated pool on the roof. You're trapped indoors when they're doing that, right?
Well, we got trapped outdoors in that pool. We went out there at midnight, just before midnight, and I guess they locked the doors at midnight, and they didn't know we were in there. And we got trapped outside, so we were just hanging out in the hot tub, and we were freezing our ass off.
That sounds brutal. That'd be good for an hour, and then you're like, okay.
Yeah, exactly. When the alcohol started wearing off, we started figuring out we made bad life choices.
Yeah. Hopefully you're able to call the front desk and get off the roof.
There was a white phone there, and we figured it out.
There you go.
Yeah.
So the dream day is, they call it a country club day, and that's where Alta and Snowbird, because of the avalanches further down canyon, basically you're trapped up there, but they've got everything cleared. They've done all the avalanche mitigation. And so then they open the resort, and then you've got basically, less than 1,000 people that are able to ski, because everyone else is trapped, down in the valley. And that's the country club day. That's the dream. Like the 4 foot storm and nobody on the mountain, no lines. You get maybe one of those a year. Sounds like you might have just missed having one, and that's a bummer.
Yeah, and you know what it was? It was early December, so it was very early season. And toward the end of November, there really wasn't enough snow to open the joint up, and then they just started getting pounded toward the at the end of November. And the day before we flew in there, it was a 5-footer, so we had pretty awesome snow. And I'm not a powder skier because, well, I'm not any kind of skier anymore, but I was, Eastern Seaboard, we skied on ice, basically up man-made snow in the Northeast, So
but if you can ski on ice, then you're like a god on powder, because powder's makes anybody 10 times better than they actually are. So
right, exactly. It is weird. It slows everything down, doesn't it?
It sure does.
Kind of in slow motion. Yeah.
and it makes it so you can jump off anything, land on your head. It's all good.
Yeah. But that 14,000 foot altitude got me the first day.
Okay.
But it didn't bother me to stay at the 8,000 feet. That was cool. But the 14,000 foot, when I got up there on that peak, I was like, oh man, I can feel this.
Yeah. I've got a lot of friends in low places. So when they come visit, they oftentimes they get that. I've never gotten that before. My wife gets it though too. So just built different.
Yeah. I didn't get sick like traditional altitude sickness, nothing like that, but I was just a little lightheaded, a little aware of what was going on, I guess you'd say.
Yeah, yeah.
I was I felt my surroundings.
So you're probably drinking too, which like augments the effect.
No, not at all. That was first run, 8:00 in the morning,
Oh, okay. Oh, so
well, maybe it was from the night before. It could have been a residual effect from the night before. That's possible.
Shoot, man. Yeah, you talk about those November storms. So I want to say 2019, my wife and I got married up at Alta. So we're Catholic, so we had to get married at the church in the valley. And then we drove, 25 minutes to Snow Pine Lodge, which is right there at the base of one of the Alta ski lifts. And it was like around 80 degrees in the valley. And then it started raining a little bit as we, were driving up for the reception, right? And then it ended up snowing 3.5 feet that night. And that was like November. My wife would kill me for pausing, but I think it was November 5th or November 7th. So super early, but it was one of those, like, you went from grass, dirt, rocks to 3.5 feet of powder in a span of hours. And that was a great wedding. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Utah is definitely a unique experience for skiing. If you've never been, if you're a skier, you got to go there.
Yeah. But I feel like we've waxed too much on snow. We should talk about gold.
Yeah, let's definitely, because the mountains in Utah are full of gold too, especially in where Goldback's located. Where is that? Is that in Alpine, Utah?
Yeah, so it was Alpine. We recently, within the last year, moved our headquarters to Lehigh, which is like 10 minutes west. Lehigh is colloquially known as the Silicon Slopes because there's just so many tech companies that are HQ'd there. So that's like 20 minutes south of Salt Lake City, between Salt Lake and Provo.
So yeah, that's right there. Yeah.
Yep.
That's pretty awesome. So we have a question out of the chat, and we're going to call the chat out in just a minute. Vegas, you're the man on that. But Nerd UK has a question, and I'm not sure if you're going to know the answer to this, but he wants to know, when are they going to have UK Goldbacks? Is that a thing? Is it possible? Could they have an England Goldback, a Scotland Goldback?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So we are working. So I think they're called Next Day Bullion. Sonny's an awesome guy out of the UK with Next Day Bullion. If I were in the UK, that's where I would get my Goldbacks. Like their namesake, they deliver super fast, and they have really good premiums. So we're in talks with him about potentially. I think he would lead that charge when the time comes. I would guess that Australia is going to get a mini series sooner. And now that's not official by any means, but again, we have another, great customer down in the Gold Coast area of Australia. And he really wants a half 1 and 2, or something up to a 5, not the larger denominations. And so I think that as we continue to grow and scale, we will start to see Goldbacks in other countries, but probably not complete series from the start. That's my guess. But yeah, in the next few years, I would expect to start seeing Goldbacks in far-flung places like the UK, Australia. Canada is one that we're always, we've got people up there that are like investors that are trying to lead the charge there. So yeah, TBD, but it's definitely possible.
Yeah, and that would be like, it would be actually like denominated in that country's name, or that, is that what you're thinking, or?
No. So what we would do is we would still stick with the same, because right now, how are they denominated? They're denominated in Goldbacks, 1 Goldback, 1/1000th of an ounce. And so we would stick with that same thing, but then we would just obviously update our Goldback calculators to transition into Aussie bucks, Canada bucks,
Right, but the subject
or,
matter would be related to that country, like it would say, like where we
oh,
have
yeah.
Oklahoma.
Sorry, I misunderstood the question. Thought you were
Yeah,
talking
my
about
bad. I phrased it improperly, I guess.
No, yeah, the notes would be more, I guess if it's the UK, we're going to throw some kings and queens on there, something, right?
Yeah, right. And it would be like you'd have an England note, you have a Northern Ireland, you have a Wales, you have a Scotland.
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly. We would stick with the same thing. I mean, Australia to me would be really cool, just because all of the flora and fauna there would make for some beautiful notes that are totally different. Because here in the States, like I think, and this is, I probably shouldn't even be saying this, but I don't want to offend anybody that lives in, say, Iowa or I don't know, Missouri or somewhere. But like, I really wonder what we're going to do when we get to states like that, because, you think about in Alaska, right? They've got awesome, just beauty everywhere and gold mining history and stuff like that. That's very easy to translate for the artwork, right? But I don't know, like there's a lot of corn states. How many cornfields can we put on a note series?
There's also a lot of corn-fed hot chicks, and you guys seem to be into that whole deal. So
yeah. So hey, good point. Great point. We'll have no problem getting beautiful Midwest women on the notes, but I just worry about what's behind those beautiful women.
Oh, there's something behind that. When I look at that 5, I don't see what's behind it.
When you get
on the Florida 5,
when you get into the history of those states, though, there's probably some good history that could be brought out onto the Goldbacks. I'm sure,
absolutely, yeah. And so I'll say this. We'll probably get into it later, but like Arizona, obviously I'm biased. I built the Florida distribution network. I moved my family to Florida for the last year and a half ish, whatever. And Florida has great subject matter and great history with pirates and everything like that. The Fountain of Youth on the half, the colonial times, yada yada yada. The Arizona artwork, I know Goldback has started to release, trickle out a few of the notes, little just tiny glimpses here and there. I think Arizona has taken it. I think Arizona's got Florida beat bad. The Arizona girls are hot and the artwork is awesome. So keep your eyes peeled for the Arizona notes coming out in November.
Nice. Definitely looking forward to that one. So we have a loyal follower, Chris in Virginia. He says, I have some Goldbacks, but there is really nothing to do with them but hold. It's a long road for me to consider it's something to stack. It seems they are the most useful if actually used. Am I wrong? Often. So thoughts on that?
So I totally understand the point. So right now, and this is going to be one of my trivia questions, but right now we have something like 2,800 merchants across the United States that are signed up, as formally as part of the network to accept Goldbacks as payment. We're adding between 15 and 20 a day. And so if you extrapolate that out, end of next year, we should be upwards of 7,500. So we're going to triple. And what I would expect is, since we're adding a new state every quarter, we'll start that 15 to 20 will become 20, 25, 25, 30 businesses a day, just because, people are more likely to adopt once their state has a series, right? So I think that come end of 2026, we'll have 10,000 plus businesses, which is still a drop in the bucket, but it is, it's a big sign from, we're starting to see that hockey stick growth. And so me personally, I mean, why do most of us, or why do a lot of people buy gold in general? It's, just in case, right? Just in case of what? We don't know. Like the banking system goes down, we start to experience Argentinian inflation. I don't know. It seems like that's already happening, right? And right. Just slowly, and then all at once. But you never know if it's the Chinese EMP that goes off or whatever. But what I can tell you, Chris in Virginia, is that Goldbacks, since we launched in 2019, have appreciated slightly faster than the price of raw gold. So if you bought Goldbacks, you're already coming out ahead of just having purchased just bullion in its cheapest form with no premium. And so me personally, obviously biased with the Goldback on my shirt. If I'm a stacker, which I am, having some allocation towards hyperfractional is just really important, because if you want to buy eggs from your neighbor when the grid goes down, well, it's hard to do with 1 ounce coins, harder to do with kilo ingots. So I understand what you're saying, but I think the adoption is coming. And at the end of the day, what's more important for your ROI? Is it the premium or is it the spread? Because I would argue it's the spread, Because when you go to turn your gold back into dollars, God forbid you have to do that. If you can capture all that premium you paid, then the premium is almost non-existent, right? You bought in once, and then you still capture it when you sell. And so that's how I view the Goldbacks. And that's why, like you said, I don't know if you're in Virginia, as your name says, yeah, there's probably not too many places to spend yet. But the fastest way to get a Goldback in Virginia is to start signing up local businesses, which is completely free. They get free advertising, and they get free gold in the mail for doing so. And, if we can get to critical mass in Virginia, say 150 businesses, well, that kind of vaults Virginia to the top of the list, where now Virginia has their series coming out. And that's how Goldback is doing it moving forward. After the recent success with the launch of Oklahoma, like I want to say, we launched, it was less than 2 months ago. We're upwards of like 250 businesses there signed up, and they just keep on adding. The people in Oklahoma are really, really loving it. And so now we're using that as a model moving forward, where we're going to go to the states that basically say, hey, you can't ignore us any longer. We want the gold back. We've got 200 businesses already signed up. And so that's just how we're doing it. And so talk to your friends, talk to your family. Anybody can sign up. Like I said, it's totally free, and you get the free advertising. And I don't want to, go too long on this, but so here in Florida, I mentioned earlier, I live in Tarpon Springs. So there is an awesome little gun and bait and tackle shop, very Florida. You got your guns, you got your live shrimp, same one-stop shop. It's called Armed Anglers. And I went in there to buy some live shrimp to go fishing with my daughters the other day, and I was paying with Goldbacks. And I asked the guy, Mike, I said, hey, man, I'm probably the only guy who actually spends Goldbacks here, right? And he said, no, man, I've sold 5 guns in the last 3 months with Goldbacks, and I have regular people who come in to buy all their fishing stuff all the time with Goldbacks. And so if you know anything about Florida, you know that there's a bait shop and a gun store on every corner, like 3 per mile type thing. And so people are driving past 15, 20 gun stores to go do business with him. So he's absolutely benefiting from being on the map. That free advertising is factually, tangibly working, right? Or tangibly working. Because I can tell you that there's better gun shops with better, not to poo-poo on Armed Anglers, but there's people who have far better selection of guns and ammo. And they're driving right past those guys because they want to go spend Goldbacks and deal with people that they know are like them. They're like, hey, yeah, I'm a Goldback guy. I'm a gold guy. He's a gold guy. I'll take my business to him. And so that's just one, data point, one piece of anecdotal evidence, but I love telling it because it's real. And he's not the only one.
Yeah, no doubt. It's definitely a good thing to be on the website. Go ahead, Vegas. I'm sorry.
One of my favorite coin shops when I visit Indiana, they're actually, their main level is a gun shop, and then their coin shop is upstairs. Okay. And when we were talking before we started the show, that's the place where I actually exchanged some Goldbacks for some silver while I was there. And I need to make a video about it. I have the receipts and everything, and I wanted to do a video. I just lazy, but they gave a fair price for them. I don't know if they accept them in their gun purchasing area quite yet. I know I spoke to them. They wanted to be a distributor at one point, but they said it was they just weren't ready for that commitment yet. They said at the time it was like $5,000 a month that they needed to spend to be a distributor. So I don't know if
so that's
in the future.
That's not accurate. I mean, we want to work with people. We have shifted the model to get a little bit bigger. So we want to work with people who can do about 25 grand a year. That's kind of the bar, but that translates more to like an average of, just over 2K a month. But that's kind of inside baseball. No, that's cool that they're a gun shop as well. So in Arizona, I know we're signing up a lot of gun stores right now, and we've had for years a lot of gun dealers that are part of the merchant network, specifically because if you purchase with US dollars, you get to pay something like an 8% sales tax. But if you purchase with gold or any form of bullion, you save 8%. And so these people they're like, hey, just buy these Goldbacks real quick. and then you can save 8% on your multi-$1,000 purchase. And like, who's going to say no to that, right? So we see that a lot. And then here in Florida, same thing. There's a lot of people at gun shows who don't take credit cards for privacy reasons and things like that. And so it's a perfect fit for anybody like that. I'll walk into a gun store and sign up 15, 20 businesses in an afternoon because they're like, oh, awesome. I love taking gold. You know, I mean, the Venn diagram of 2A people and gold people is basically one circle, right? Yeah, no, we love our gun folks in the Goldback community.
Might have to reach out to them.
What's that?
I might have to reach out to them and have them look into it a little more, because it's actually it's very unique, because when you first walk in, there's a freezer there, so you can get beef too. So it's like a one-stop prepper shop. So you could buy like a whole half cow, a whole cow. You could buy meat. And then now they just expanded, so they have gun safes too. So they have gun safes, they have meat, they have guns, and they have metal. I mean, it's a crazy spot.
That sounds like, yeah, I could spend a day there, have a good time, spend too much money.
Yeah, for sure.
Chris has another question. So Chris asks, how about durability? I've started to see some start to delaminate. Is that a care issue on the owner's part? It's probably not a care issue. So as our technology has come along, so you definitely saw a lot more delamming in early years, but it still happens sometimes, right? Like, quality control is not perfect. Sometimes there's a bad batch, but Goldback, you know, part of what's built into our premium is that you can take your Goldbacks to an authorized dealer. If there's any damage, but all the gold is still there, you just hand them over. He'll give you, replacements. So if you have a 50 that's delamming, he'll give you a new 50. He's going to send those, faulty delammed ones, whatever. He'll mail them back to Goldback. We melt them down, turn them into new Goldbacks, and we make him whole. We send him new ones to replace them. So you could think about that as that guarantee is part of the premium.
Yeah, you definitely, that's awesome. You can't beat that. That's money in the bank.
I carry mine around in my wallet, like literally every day. I've got a few grand of Goldbacks in there. And so like, I have corners that, that get damaged on my 50s and 100s in particular. And so, yeah, all I have to do is just take them right back and get new ones. Hey, you've got the 3. Nice. So right now, Oklahoma is the only state that has the 3. We only made 4,000 of her. So she's pretty hot and awesome. We are doing that for every state moving forward. So like the Arizona 3s are going to start to be distributed within the next couple of weeks. I think we announced that about 2 days ago. And so I want to say the mintage on the Arizona 3s is more like 5,000 or 6,000. Don't quote me on that, but I know it's a little bit higher just because Arizona has a lot more people than Oklahoma. But yeah, man, if you know people in any of these states, I would and that are business owners, definitely get them to sign up, because they get one for free, and then whoever refers them gets one for free as well. As long as you're in our system, then you'll just get those. And so what we're doing right now, I'm glad that came up, James, is if you're in a non-Goldback state, you get a graded silverback. And so I don't have one handy. They're in my safe inside. But if you haven't seen the graded silverbacks, they're pretty cool. There was 100,000 of those made a few years back in partnership with Silver Dragons, another YouTuber. And depending on the serial number, the graded ones typically go for between around 70 to like $130. And so a business owner who signs up in a non-Goldback states, they get one of those in the mail tomorrow. And so does the referrer, whoever refers them. So you get that instantly. But then when Goldback comes to that state, you'll get the pre-release 3 for that state as well. So we retroactively go back and we say, oh, okay, these 200 businesses signed up, before over the last 2 years or 3 years or 5 years, whatever that looks like. But then we're going to honor those retroactively. So you'll get a 3 for that state. So yeah, I mean, if you talk to your stacker friends who own businesses, they could be anywhere in the country, and you can start getting your name on that list so that you have, a thick stack of these 3s, which retail right now. So I've got like the Florida 1 here. So with Florida, we hadn't thought about doing the 3 yet. So we had 8,000 of the different artwork on the pre-release Florida 1. Those retail for $250 to $275 all day. As do the Oklahoma 3s, even though I think the 3s in Oklahoma are going to sell out far faster. And then in a few years from now, they'll command much higher premiums. So, but yeah, you can start getting a stack of those at least prepared to kind of get your name on the list. So when we're coming to a new state, I'm reaching out to friends and family all over the country, getting them signed up because I know that I want to have a safe full of these things in a few years.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Matt's,
one thing I wanted to add toward Chris in Virginia earlier is one good way to look at these things is everybody has cash either in the bank, emergency fund, cash in your safe, whatever. Just put it in goldbacks or at least a percentage of it in goldbacks, and that's keeping pace with inflation versus the cash, which is going the opposite direction. So,
yeah, man. Oh my gosh. So it's like my dad is a late Xer. And I know he has like 6 figures just sitting, collecting nothing in a, at the bank. And so it's like pulling teeth with him though, because I'm really trying to get him to, I've been trying for at this point about 6-7 months. So silver was sub 29 when I started saying like, Dad, just put this money in physical because you don't need it. It's just sitting there. Like you could at least cut this in half and just add some more silver to your stack. And of course, if he had done that, taken 50K of it, put it in silver, that 50K would be upwards of 75 now. But hey,
yep,
they don't listen.
So looks like we got a couple of questions. They're kind of building up. So maybe we'll give them like some 30-second answers if that's cool with you.
Yeah, let's do it. So you want to start with
I got one on the screen there from Matt Wingy, and let's you want me to read it or you can read it too?
I got it. Yeah. So Matt's asking about when we're coming to the upper Midwest, like Wisconsin, Minnesota, North Dakota, any time frame when those will arrive. So, going back to what I said earlier, we're going to go where people are adopting the Goldbacks via the merchant network. So if you live in the Midwest and you want to see a Goldback in your state, start signing up businesses, start going to farmers markets, start talking to friends, family, people at church that and that's how you're going to get a Goldback in those states. Now, stacking with Craven, he says, I don't own or stack it, but do you think there will ever be a platinum back? I could see it. Absolutely. I think platinum and palladium are both like supremely undervalued right now. I expect that over the course of the next couple years to change. And so that would make a ton of sense for us to put out something like that. If we do something like that, though, I don't think it's not going to be part of a currency series. It'd probably be more of a one-off collectible.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
We also had High Desert Pioneer had one up a little bit. He said, we talk about new Nevada release yet? Because new designs are coming out with those, or correct?
Yeah, so what we're doing is now we're going to be launching a state every quarter, right? Basically until the country's covered. But part of that is we're going to be going back retroactively and re-releasing the first 5 states that we call the legacy states, because one, the artwork and technology has come, just such a long way. And then 2, we didn't have the half, 2, or 100 denominator. One that we're going to re-release is going to be Utah. And I think Nevada, because Nevada was the second state, to come out in 2020, was the second Goldback state. So I expect that Nevada will be the second re-release. So if that doesn't happen towards the end of next year, at the latest, it'd be early 2027.
Wow.
New Mexico merchant here. Hey, Space Miner, you don't need to sponsor your state. Just, start getting other business owners in your community to sign up. Because,
spread the word.
We want to be in New Mexico, just geographically with all the other Western states that are around it. Also put more pressure on Texas by, surrounding it completely. So, again, just start signing up more businesses in New Mexico, totally free. Since you said you're already a merchant, awesome. That means you're in our system, so they can put you down as the referral and you'll get free silver and then eventually New Mexico gold for doing so.
Thanks.
Yeah, we got a couple of New Mexico guys in here. Go ahead, Vegas. I'm sorry.
My brother was just asking me about like the stack, because I like to display the stack with the band on it and everything. Yeah. And I told him he does boat repairs in the Midwest, and I told him he needs to sign up to become a merchant in Indiana.
Absolutely. Yeah. We have boat repair guys. I know in Georgia and Florida, of course. I think there's quite a few boat repair, as well as like boat hydraulic lift guys in the Tampa area. That's just top of mind. There's no reason not to. I mean, what I tell these guys, because a lot of them are concerned about, they get a $7,000 stack of gold or whatever. you know, it's going to be a one-off. It's not going to be like overnight 100% of your customers come in with gold. You know what I mean? But if that happens, you know, you just wait 1-2 months, price of gold goes up, take it to your local coin shop, haggle, you know, try to get that spread down to around 5%, and you still come out ahead.
Yeah, I think if what I would do is I would probably just like, if you get like maybe 1 in 100 people paying you with goldbacks, I'd probably just take them and put them in my safe, and wouldn't, you know what I mean? It's like, it's a good way to just save money.
And that's the thing, is like, if you're in a business that has like a less than 1% profit margin, then I guess maybe don't take goldbacks. But if you're in a normal business and you have 10, 30, 40% profit margin, then if you get 1 in 100 people, you're not gonna have a problem keeping your lights on, paying your employees, paying your rent, etc. Right? And so then you just put that put it in the safe with the rest of your stack, because that's the reason you're signing up. It's an inflation hedge.
Yep. Hey, Chris in Virginia, I'm gonna address that. Just message me. I'll get you one. We'll work out a deal.
Okay.
Yeah, he was looking at a purchase of a 3. I don't know what site he was looking on, but they are pretty pricey out there. But I'm assuming, Matt, that they're still available to me, right?
They're not for sale anymore.
Oh shit.
We're signing up.
Forget that, Chris. Forget that.
Yeah, we're signing businesses up so fast in Oklahoma that they are exclusively reserved for those business owners and the people who refer them.
Okay. You know what it is? I can probably get it through Alpine Gold though.
Good idea.
Yep, I still can get it, but I'll have to get it through Alpine, which is fine. I deal with them all the time too. So,
Stacking with Craven says, how much for that hat? They're usually like the flat cap. So that's interesting. They're asking about your hat.
You like this hat? Well, so this hat is actually priceless because my dad wore it in Iraq, and it's got a little Catholic, whatchamacallit, a scapular. Yeah, it's got the scapular inside it in a little pouch, and I've been wearing this hat like literally all over the world, as has he, and so this one's priceless. But I'm glad you appreciate it, because it's just. This is like, I used to think this was the dorkiest hat in the world, and then I had kids, and so now I'm just dad life all the way.
Yeah.
Man.
Stacking with Craven is one of our UK followers, so they usually use the flat caps. Luke, we spoke about the goldbacks in other countries, and it's something that they are looking into in the future. How soon? Not really sure yet.
Yeah, it's not top of mind. You know, we've still got 43 states to put out here, as well as re-releasing 5, but we will have those international goldbacks within the next few years. I have no doubt in my mind.
I just read Chris's comment. He said empty promises BCS. No, Chris, you know me. I'll get you hooked up one way or another.
And honestly, man, I really think that even though the premiums, you know, are kind of ungodly steep on those limited edition graded ones, I think in a few years, a $250, Oklahoma 3 will be worth more than $1,000, because what's going to happen as we get adoption is you're going to have these folks who need to have a limited edition from all 50 states. But like for Oklahoma, there's only going to be 4,000 out there, right? And so you get a few thousand people who all want one, and then you get a bunch that are just collecting dust in people's safes. I think more than half of those 4,000 are going to be pretty much sitting in coin dealer shops. So there's only going to be a couple thousand out there for purchase. And so, again, maybe I'm looking through rose tinted glasses, but I think that those LERs will command 4 figures in a few years if you're patient, like we all are. That's why we're in the gold game.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially with the way the gold prices are. I mean, they might be worth 4 figures without being limited.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, man. I think I'm drinking too much of the Kool-Aid. I'm in the camp where I think we're going to see like $16,000-$17,000 gold by 2030. Call me crazy. Yeah. I
don't think you're crazy at all.
Oh, I mean, it's knocking on the door at $4,000 right now, so that's not too far fetched, I don't think.
Well, you guys probably saw what Trump said. I believe it was Thursday night. I think it was Thursday around 4 p.m. Eastern. Trump came out and said we have to grow our way out of debt. I mean, what does that mean? It means we're going to run the economy hot. We're going to pretend inflation doesn't exist. We're just going to keep doing that for at least as long as he's in charge, right?
Yeah.
And I used to work in crypto, right? And so I worked for a couple ex-Google guys that were cryptographic mathematical geniuses. And we talked about this a lot in 2020, 2021 timeframe, that since austerity kind of isn't on the table for this country because we have too many classes of voters who are reliant, whether it's welfare, whether it's Section 8 housing, whether it's Medicare, Social Security. I mean, we cannot just like cut those things off and actually practice austerity. So how do we balance the budget? We have to inflate the debt away. And so I think that's what we're seeing in real time. That's why gold, that's why, in the last 2 or 3 weeks, we saw foreign reserves. So foreign countries, they're for the first time, or at least first time in my lifetime, their gold reserves surpassed their U.S. treasuries. And I think that's going to continue to accelerate. And so again, $16,000, $17,000 gold in 5-6 years. Again, it's a big number, but I think that's the direction we're going.
Yeah, I don't think there's any choice in the matter because it's like you said, it's going to be a function of debased currency.
Yep. And it's funny because I know that there was article, I think it was Financial Times this week, or someone like that, maybe it was Bloomberg, but they were talking about the dollar debasement trade, how it's coming to retail. But the numbers on the back end of the financial markets, actually, retail has not come into the gold and silver trade at all yet. And so for them to even write that article it's I don't know, I just found it strange because if you look at the money flows into things like the GLD ETFs or the, even the miners downstream, because that's where my money's at. I'm a big miner guy because I want torque on the metal itself, right? But retail is not there yet. And institutional money, so like hedge funds, pension funds, has barely started to enter over the last few months. And so again, I know I sound like a Bitcoiner or something, which I'm absolutely not. No offense if anybody is, in the chat, that's great. Stack whatever you stack, but not for me, not my thing. We're so early on this gold and silver trade.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, I want to get a giveaway underway because I did promise that we're going to be giving away a bunch of stuff this stream, and we just had such a great discussion. But I don't want to clog it up. But let's give something away. You got a trivia question you can ask, or
I do. So this one might take a real Goldback aficionado or fan to know the answer to this one. What is the lowest mintage Goldback note?
All right, that's it. That's your question. What is the lowest mintage Goldback note? You're gonna have to watch the chat and see who comes up with it.
Well, okay. It's not going to screw up the audio if I pull up the YouTube, is it?
It shouldn't.
As long as you muted, it won't.
Okay.
You can also toggle your comments on. I do it on a separate device, but let me see.
This whole time I've had the private chat thing, so now I can see the comments. Now
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. This is my first time using this.
So you want to know, like, as an example.
Boom. We got the answer. What
right.
year, High Desert? Because you got it. You're 80% of the way there.
Nice.
I think you know what you're doing. It's the 2020 New Hampshire 50. The mintage was only 960 notes, and so I don't personally have any 2020 New Hampshires yet. That is kind of that's the bee's tits of Goldback collecting, is to get that full series of the New Hampshire 2020s, and that'll cost, I want to say, like $3-4 grand to get a full set of those in good condition.
Oh, really? Because the New Hampshire 50, that's the one?
Yeah. So again, only 960 of those were made because those came out in December of 2020. So it was like tiny batch, just that 1 month of production. And so that's your prize piece. If you have a New Hampshire 2020 set or a 50, I'm very jealous.
All right. So we got our first winner, which is High Desert Pioneer. He gets a 1/2.
Hey, but that leads me to one thing that I wanted to share with your chat.
Oklahoma.
So Average Joe has access. So Goldback still has about 45-ish of these collectible 2019 Utah frames. And so it's their 2019 first year of issue, also a very low mintage. They're framed, they're beautiful, and they have the signature from the artist, as well as the founder of the company, as well as another early partner of the company. If you're interested in something like that, Average Joe can still purchase those. And they're basically, he could get you one of those frames for around the same price that you would pay for a set of like 2019 Utahs on eBay, not framed, not special, So if that interests you, reach out to Average Joe, because that's something that he can work with me and we can get you ordered. Again, there was 200 made and we still have about 45. So pretty cool. I'm buying. So if there's 45 left, there's going to be 44 because I'm buying one to put on my wall.
There you go.
Nice.
Chris in Virginia had a quick question. I'm going to do another giveaway right after this, just a random number generator one. Well, you guys generate the numbers. I have the number already stuck on the back of it. So the question is basically, are there sales tax on Goldbacks? And that's going to depend on your state.
Absolutely, right. So Florida just passed a law, because before there was sales tax on bullion purchases if they were less than $500, right? Oh my gosh, you see one of my kids running around in the background saying hi. But Florida did away with that with the new law. So now there's no sales tax on any bullion purchases, right? But as Joe said, that is state by state, so I can't really speak to it.
Yep.
Yeah, like Washington State has a new law kicking in January 1st, 10% sales tax on all bullion purchases. So I know businesses in Washington that are shutting down. They've been in business for 30 years. They're just like, well, can't do bullion anymore. I also know
because they can't compete with online. I mean,
no, but even the online people.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
My understanding is that they're going to have to act as tax collectors and charge that to any sales in Washington. So we have Goldback customers who are just gonna, if you live in Washington, they're not even gonna do business with you anymore.
Right.
So yeah, and then if you live in Washington, you're gonna have to drive to Idaho, drive to Oregon to buy your gold now.
Yeah, and Oregon can't be far behind.
Yeah, true that.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
They go in lockstep. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna give away this 1/2. I got another one here. A 1/2 Goldback, Oklahoma. I got a number stuck on the back of it. You guys know how that works. Don't put any numbers in the chat yet. I'm going to type go. And you're going to guess a number between 1 and 50. Okay, so let me type go first. Don't do it yet.
Silver Serpent, you're jumping.
Don't jump the gun. If you jump the gun, you're going to get disqualified. All right, when you see me say go in the chat, then you go. It's between 1 and 50. Go. There's probably a delay on YouTube, but
there always is.
There. Oh, we got a winner. We got a winner.
Stop.
We got a winner already. Stop.
That's always a fun one.
Yeah, I love that.
Where were we at?
All right, guys, stop. We got a winner. Okay, so we're going to scroll back here, and it was very early on. I got to go back. Here we are. Okay, got it. Okay, so we got our winner. Our winner is, and I'm getting ready to highlight it now, so give me a second. And there's our winner.
BBA.
Blistering Barnacles. Damn it, I got to pay more UK postage.
BBA is a UK follower, so that one's going across the pond.
Yeah, man. This is going to go to England, mate.
Very nice.
All right, sweet. That's awesome. All right, so we got that out of the way. Vegas.
Congratulations, BBA.
Yeah, congrats on that. Now, by any chance, do you live anywhere near Diaxis? You could walk his over to him.
Can you go knock on Diaxis's door? They're coming over.
And I got some stuff for Craven and Selfor and who else? Oh, Nerd UK. So if those guys live by you,
can you guys all meet up?
Yeah.
So Sobriety and Silver had a quick question. He says, if I have physical Goldbacks in hand and ever want to sell them back to Alpine or UPMA, where can I find the buyback price?
So Alpine Gold is a separate entity from Goldback. So I don't know if you check it out on their Alpine website, but I think that Alpine Gold on the retail end, they match the exchange rate, like or at least they match their sales rate. So you don't have to. There's no spread with Alpine Gold, to my understanding.
Yeah, if you want to do a trade, is that what you're talking about? A trade-in? Was that the question, Vegas? I'm sorry.
It sounds like it. Yeah.
Yeah, I've done it several times with Alpine Gold. You can bring them. Like I got a 25 up there on the stage somewhere.
Well, it sounds like if he wanted to sell them.
Yeah. You can. Well, yeah, on a trade, I know on a trade they trade 1 for 1. So I don't know about on sales though. I really don't know.
I think you can turn them in for cash, like at whatever their sales rate is that day.
Yeah, that might be a question for Alpine Gold, but
Hey, Blistering has another question. Why do the Goldbacks have ladies on them? So that's a great question. That was going to be one of my trivia questions later. So you guys are on it because you keep stealing my trivia questions. I'm not going to have any left in an hour. But it's because in the 19th century, a lot of local currency movements had women on them. And since Goldback, we fancy ourselves a local currency movement, we wanted to utilize that history and fall back on tradition.
Nice.
Like Silver Serpents makes a good point. He says same like Britannia and Lady Liberty. So it's just been a currency type thing where there's been women on it. I guess it's attracts the guy's eyes. So why not?
Yeah, I don't know if we'll get Al Capone because he's not a hot chick. So
yeah, you gotta get the eye appeal there.
Yeah, for sure. All right, I got my next giveaway lined up. I'm going to put it right there. I got a number on the back of it. I'm not going to do it right now. Let's continue on.
So Silver State, do you have any questions? Silver State just popped in the chat.
Hey, Silver State, if you want to jump up here, you got the link, brother.
Silver State is he'll be at the Las Vegas Coin Show as well. So sweet, Silver State, we will be at the coin show. Matt will be at the coin show in Vegas in a couple weeks.
Yeah, and you can meet the Southwest rep as well, Brandon. So he'll be there with me since you're in Nevada.
It'll be cool. I was just in a local coin shop last week or the week before, and they had some Goldbacks in there for a change. They don't always have them, but occasionally they do.
Nice. Love seeing that. Yeah, the adoption is just really, really ramping up. Our team's growing. Obviously, we're getting into 4 states a year is the kind of the rate that we're going to want to keep for the next decade. So
it's a good goal. Always good to have goals.
Absolutely.
EBA says he won't enter in any more giveaways. He'll let somebody else win. That's all fair. It's all fair.
Actually, if you win them all, I could save on postage. So why don't you get in there? just kidding, all you UK people. Absolutely enter, and don't worry about me. We got it covered.
Hey, Littlefoot, if you don't buy it at 50, then the next time you stop in, you'll buy it at 55 or 60. So I mean,
just drove by my local coin shop. I couldn't bring myself to stop and get 1 piece of silver for 50. Yeah, Littlefoot, he's got a good channel, a really good YouTube channel, and he,
nice.
I think he might have upped it a little bit, but for a little while he was going and spending like $100 a week at the coin shop, and nice. Now that $100 a week doesn't go as far. It's crazy times we're in for sure.
Yeah, but you know what? It's not the silver's fault. It's the cash.
Yeah,
it's the cash that's dwindling.
Dude, in February, March, it was like 28, 29 Littlefoot. So it's 50 now, or 45, 48. Sorry, 48 now. It's gonna be 55 here in a little bit, and then it's gonna be 60. So.
Hey, what's up, Diaxis?
I think.
Breaking up a little bit.
Again, silver, and it's never going to be below that again. Oh, sorry. Just talking triple-digit silver. So 50 is going to look real cheap in a few years.
Yeah, like totally. All those people that said, when it hit 30, they're done and waiting for the pullback. Now it's then the people that said when it hits 40, they're going to wait and hold for the pullback, and they're still waiting for that pullback.
Dude, so my social media of choice is Twitter, or X as they call it, right? And so I just think there's a lot of free alpha, lot of free financial advice on there if you know where to look. And
Yeah.
there was a lot of people gloating on Thursday when silver went from like 48 down to like 45 or sub 45. Within 24 hours, it was right back up to 48, right? So all those victory laps were pretty short-lived. And I think we're going to see a lot of that over the next few years.
So Sons has a question. He says, are people using Goldback exchange rate at coin shows?
I think at coin shows, you'll typically see them priced a little bit higher. But, you know, if you're in a room and there's 10, 15 dealers, you shop around and, you know, I would try to pay as close to the exchange rate as possible. And obviously anything at a coin show that has a sticker on it or a sticker price, that's negotiable, right? And so
exactly, that's my theory.
Dude, so I don't normally buy things. I try to not, like, I pride myself when I'm at a
Yep, he froze up.
show because I work at them, you know, every 2 weeks. So I can't go 19 Utah 5 at the last coin show I was at. And so I got that for 42 and those retail for 85 all day. So I was proud of that purchase. Keep an eye out for stuff like that. But the reason I brought it up is because it was listed at 50. Super negotiable, right? Got it for 42.
Yeah. Oh, was that a 5? That was on a 5?
A 2019 Utah 5. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing. It's like there's a collectible aspect of these. It's not just, you know, for now. Eventually that'll go away with the newer issues. But with the old issues, that's always going to be the case. They're always going to be collectible.
Yeah, especially with like the alphas, right? And so like with Florida, a 2025 Florida Alpha, the mintages are so high that it might take decades for those to really become numismatic or collectible. But with, say, obviously like the 2019, we didn't have the concept of the Alpha.
Kids must be on the internet.
Yeah, got to kick the kids off the internet.
There is no premium, as do 2020. Oh my God. To tell my wife to get the kids off?
No, I was saying that Vegas was saying the kids must be playing video games on the internet because you keep freezing up and breaking up.
Yeah, you're lagging a little bit.
No video games for my kids, man. We're
all right,
dude. I'll tell them to, that's why we're moving back to Utah. So if they tell me they're bored, I'll tell them to go ride a moose or something.
Go outside and play.
No screens for those kids. But no, there was a question from Luke in here a few minutes ago. He asked me what my favorite denomination is. And so the Florida 5, as far as what's out right now, I'm partial to the Florida 5. Pirates are cool. She's a sexy pirate. But as I mentioned earlier, the Arizona series is so awesome that I think there's going to be 1, if not 2, if not 3 Arizona notes that are going to supplant her as my favorite.
So can you give us is the Grand Canyon in any of the Arizona notes?
I would think it would have to be, right?
Did I lose you guys?
Yeah, no. Vegas had a question for you. Go ahead, Vegas. Sorry.
Is the Grand Canyon on any of the Arizona notes? Could you give us a it has to be, right? I think we lost him. I think he froze up. Oh, he's back?
Are you back? Okay.
Can you hear us now?
Can you hear me now?
Can you guys hear me? Can I get thumbs up in the chat if you can hear me?
Yeah, it keeps freezing up on you. Yeah, we got.
Okay, cool. Sorry.
Yeah,
heard silence from everybody else. Oh, Becky, sweet. Met you at Daytona Coins. Nice. Yeah, I love Rick. Tell Rick I said hi.
So will the Grand Canyon be in any of the Arizona Goldbacks?
Some High Desert Pioneers asking about Idaho. Idaho comes out in February. I'm super stoked for that.
There you go.
Part of the reason I'm moving to Utah, so I can kind of spearhead the Idaho launch.
Oh, nice. Yeah, just looking. Florida 5 is awesome. Just trying to see. Oh, so Vegas had a question for you about.
I'm glad you like the Native American themes. Got a lot of that to run with.
Oh, I hear you.
Oh. Are you able to hear us, Matt?
So then, Silver Serpent, my question for you is, do you like the Florida 2?
I guess you can't hear us.
That's a native. That's a Seminole.
I don't know if Matt, can you hear us?
Space Miners asking about the Utah Arum note. I'd have to ask what you're talking about because
there was some there was another company. I think it was a predecessor to Goldback.
The Utah Arum note you're talking about was the one that came out before Goldback, and that was kind of a project that launched and failed. So maybe that's what you're talking about. So it would have been a collaboration with Jeremy, the founder, and then they pivoted and expanded upon the idea and turned it into the Goldback.
Littlefoot says we need a female Bigfoot on a Goldback. There you go.
Yeah, female Bigfoot.
Chris in Virginia asks if 275 is out of the range for reasonable for a PMG 70 Oklahoma 3 limited early release. It's not out of the range at all, but I think you could probably find it for like 260, 265. And actually, Chris, I have one that I'll sell you for 260 if you want to exchange info or something. I don't want to take money out of Average Joe's pocket, but I have personal ones that I've earned that I'll sell you one for 260, just flat. Talk to me. We can figure that out if Average Joe doesn't have one that he can sell you.
So, Matt, can you hear us? I'm going to take him down and put him back up.
I can't hear anybody but myself.
Yeah, can you hear us now?
Now, what happened?
Yeah, I had to take you down and then put you back up.
Okay.
Perfect. We're back. We're back. You were doing really well holding it down though.
Yeah,
You might be taking over our spots on this.
Well, that's the biggest problem. I just stole a sale from you, and I don't want to do that. So
no, that's okay. I don't have any anyway. I would have to get it to sell it, but I got plenty of other stuff for sale.
Well, then do me a favor and I guess email me or text me Chris's information if you have it, because I will just after we get off the stream, I'll reach out to him and I'll get one in the mail for him tomorrow or on Monday. Excuse me.
Yeah, definitely. I'll hook you up with his email. I got his email.
Cool.
Silver Serpent says, "Blue Collar, are you a precious metal seller?" Blue Collar does dabble in some sales for sure.
Yeah, we work on Whatnot. I got a channel on Whatnot. Average Joe 10475. Average Joe 10475 on Whatnot.
What is that? A radio station?
Yeah, you like that?
And he also has stuff on PureMetals.com.
Pure Metals as well. Yeah. What, Matt? You had a question or?
Oh no, it froze again, and then I was wondering who Blue Collar is. But
that's me. It was a long story. When I originally did my YouTube channel, I had it as I think I had it as Average Joe, didn't I? Vegas, do you remember? No, I don't remember. I don't remember what the situation was, but I had two names. And I kind of just combined it into the one channel.
High Desert Pioneer says, "Is any work being done in the Southeast, North Carolina, Georgia, etc. area as far as new Goldbacks?" I'm guessing. Oh, I think we lost them again.
Can we?
Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. My internet is being atypically spotty right now. It's just coming and going. So you might have to kick me off the chat or something here soon if it doesn't sort itself out.
Yeah, I'm just going to quickly remove you and put you back on. All right, I just took you down and put you back up. Did that work?
Yeah, I mean, I hear you guys great. It just seems like my internet's coming in waves, which is not normally a problem, so I apologize.
Yeah, no worries.
That's a Vegas thing. Usually we have our internet providers in Vegas suck, and that's usually our problems.
All right, so I'm looking through for questions. Why don't you search out questions? I'll get the next giveaway going.
I think we've handled all the questions, which is pretty good. Good little crowd in here today. Chris in Virginia, thank you for being here as always. Sobriety and Silver Serpents, Diaxis, Blistering Barnacles, Villainous. I always mess that one up. Villainous Bounty. Sorry, I don't know how to speak. James Real, the High Desert Pioneer. Giancarlo stops in. Good to see you. Always, he says he's late, but he's here. You're never late. You're good. Luke, Space Miner, Rob Newsmatic. Sorry, I missed you coming in the door there. Littlefoot, as always. Being Becky, good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope all is well. James Real, Laloni. I'm probably butchering that name. Good to see you.
Yep, I saw that name. That was a new name. Yep.
Yep. Scrap Metal Racing. I'm sorry, I missed you coming in there as well. Matt Wingate, Space Miner Sons. I might have caught up on everybody. Good crowd in here, trying to keep up with everybody. If we're not keeping up, I am sorry. I apologize, but it is what it is. Silver State says, which comes first, $50 silver or $8 goldbacks?
That would be 50 versus 4,000 gold, right?
$8 goldbacks, yeah.
I would say $50 silver comes first. That's my contention.
Or we're only 7 cents off of $8 goldbacks.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Gold is right up there. Oh, yeah, maybe you're right.
I had looked at the calculator. I got it right there on the old monitor, and gold is at I mean, silver's looking at $2 off of 50. So, it's a good question. That'll be a good little rate.
The exchange rate touched like 7.96 a couple days ago. So I just look at that and I'm like, man, we are 4 cents away in goldback terms.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's not far from it, that's from sure. Hey, B. Taylor, good to see you. Great Lakes Joe said he had the volume down, but he's back. That's good you stopped back with us. I was talking to the wife and missed some of you too. Sorry, team. No worries. You can talk to Red. We don't want you to ignore the wife, get in trouble. Silver Serpent says goldback he purchased were $7 halves for $4 and 2s for $14.
Yeah, that was a good pickup. If it was recent, that was a good pickup. Yeah.
Littlefoot says $50 silver will be first. Space Miner Microfractional is the future of precious metal. We're already seeing price accessible metals being ripped from the shelves. Yeah, it's I was talking to somebody about that too. I forgot, but it's like even silver is going to get priced out for some people in the near future, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, retail hasn't even gotten involved in this run up yet. It's just now starting to turn, where people are coming in buying instead of selling, which is crazy because they could have been buying at the cheaper prices. But meanwhile, everybody was selling.
I think the closer it gets to 50, the more people are getting that FOMO and jumping in and hoping to score a couple dollars. But if you buy in at 48 and you sell at 50, you're making $2. I mean, the people that are trying to make those $2 aren't going and buying 100 ounces from the coin shop to try and flip right away. I don't think.
Yeah,
I could be wrong, but
hey guys,
yes,
yeah.
I'm gonna drop and join on my phone because I think that the internet might be my problem. So I'm just gonna hop on the phone.
No problem. Yep, I'll keep an eye out for you.
So kick me out real quick and.
All right. In the meantime, we'll do a giveaway. How about that?
My brother said he's going to buy a few more ounces of silver today because that shit is going to 50.
I got a 1 goldback here. Okay. I got a number stuck on the back of it. We'll do the number thing again. I'll put go in the chat and then you guys just start rifling your guesses. And whoever gets it, whoever hits that number gets it. Sound good?
Sounds good, but wait until he puts go.
Yeah, and definitely wait until I put go.
Are we saying they can guess as many times as they want or only one guess?
I don't know. You can guess as much as you want. First number hits it. Yeah. Let me see if I could do it on. Actually, can you do it? Can you put go? Because I'm working off my phone and it's delayed like 10 seconds.
You can hit go. I'm capable of that. I can do that.
All right. So no guesses until Vegas says go. Let me get Matt back up with us. There you go, Matt. You're back.
All right.
There we go.
All right. So we're giving away this 1 Oklahoma goldback. There's a number stuck on the back of it. Whenever Vegas is ready, he's going to say go, and I will look for the numbers. Don't put any numbers in there yet.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right, bring it on. What between 1 and 50?
1 in 50.
Stop.
All right, stop. We're there. We're there.
This is unbelievable, dude.
Oh,
It was the first friggin' guess.
oh,
Well,
who had
yeah,
the first guess?
first guess, and it's BBA again.
That saves you in shipping. Very nice.
Dude, I swear to God. Nope, it's not rigged. It is definitely not rigged. That number was on there before I started. I swear to you. BBA, what the hell did you eat for breakfast, brother?
Well, last time it was Diaxis that was nailing them all.
I know Diaxis nailed 2 of them.
He would have nailed the third, he said, but he didn't participate.
Yep. Space Miner actually had the number 2, but he was 4 guesses behind. So within the first 5 guesses, they hit it twice.
Nice.
That's pretty amazing.
Saves you some shipping. My brother's still punching in numbers.
Yeah, numbers. Yeah, guys, it's over. It's over, Johnny. Nothing is over. So
what Matt? What do you think the time frame to have all 50 states?
Yeah, I would think just if we can run one every quarter, and we have to go back and do the other 5, so we've got 47 states to do. That's 12 years right there. So within 12 years.
Nice. And so then you guys figure 12 years, and then the UK, Australia.
No, I think we'll start to see the international ones be concurrent.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Yeah, and actually, one thing we haven't talked about yet. I'm surprised this hasn't come up. Has anybody seen that we did a partnership with Texas Precious Metals? There is now a Dallas Goldback product that is for sale starting on Tuesday of next week.
So that's the one that West Texas was talking about. That he said they were coming out. We didn't know that it was related to Goldback though. So it's a Goldback partnership.
Yeah. So what it is, it's not exactly a Goldback. It's not a full series, right? So it's got the Dallas skyline, and it came out with Texas Precious Metals, and so it's just a 1, so it's 1/1000th of an ounce, and it's fully exchangeable for Goldbacks, and so we're using it to start to build the merchant network in Texas. So there's still going to be a full Texas Goldback series, but this one again, it's spendable within the network and exchangeable for Goldbacks, and so it functions just like a Goldback, but it's not an actual Goldback. So it's a Texas Precious Metals Dallas City Series powered by Goldback is the lingo we're using. So
all right, that's cool. When he was talking about that, I was wondering why they wouldn't just go to Goldback. Why would they try and start something new and go with something unknown? So that's good to know that you guys are actually behind it.
Yeah, well, so the reason is there's a project in Texas right now called the Lone Star Project that is totally separate from Goldback. It's a guy named Lee Minchell of MTI Trading, and he has the legal rights to launch an RM product, right? So Goldbacks are an RM product made by the company Valarum out of Portland, Oregon. So this guy has been basically sitting on the legal right to launch the Texas series. And so we were going to launch the Texas series last year, and we pivoted to Florida because he started waving his contract around. And so we didn't want to create too much market confusion. And so we wanted to kind of let him put his Lone Star project out. And so just to get our foot in the door in Texas, we came up with this idea to work with Texas Precious Metals and get these out. And so if you're a Texan, or if you want one of these Dallas Goldbacks, you'll be able to start buying these from Average Joe as early as next week.
Oh, nice. Very cool.
That is cool.
Average Joe didn't even know about that.
Just so you know, guys, I'm peeling stickers and putting them on the back of Goldbacks right now. So I'm preloading.
Didn't know about that. Very cool.
I'm preloading so that we have them ready to go.
Hey,
and by the way, you know what I just what we should make everybody aware of? Check if you're watching on YouTube. check and make sure that you're live, because if you're behind in any way, you're not going to be able to participate in the giveaways. You're not going to know about it till 2 minutes after it happens. So make sure you're live. Get live, and I'll wait. I'll wait a minute or two to do the next one.
No,
Live,
Silver State's back
refresh, all that.
Or no, Space Miner. I didn't even think about Carlsbad Caverns. That would be awesome to put on a Goldback. Good idea.
Yeah.
Well,
Definitely.
Arizona, I'm excited to see the Arizona one because there's some awesome canyons and there's awesome scenery in Arizona.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of Wild West stuff too, and so like I know one of the notes. I think it's going to be on the 3, so the limited edition one. But it's like think about a saloon girl. So that's like a nice term for a prostitute, right? But they've got her like all busty, and she's holding a royal flush that's like faced towards the viewer. That one's pretty awesome. Then there's another note that is like a girl in a trench coat holding a gun, like sideways profile. That one's, and she's kind of like standing on the doorstep of like a little Wild Western, I don't know, store, if you will. That one's pretty awesome. So yeah, I think the Arizona ones are going to be awesome.
They sound cool. Very cool.
Yeah, I can't wait to order those up. And you said they were available to order on the 1st of November, you said?
I believe that is when you can start getting your pre-buys going, yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Silver State asked when we're going to become a publicly traded company.
Hopefully never.
That's a great question, and I think we're not. I think I know that the plan right now is just to stay privately held. I mean, if you don't need the funds that come from an IPO, then you shouldn't do it, because that way you can control all the profits, right? And so, and unless at some point we decide we want to scale in a direction where we need outside capital to that tune, we're going to stay private.
Yeah, and that, to me, that's great, because once corporate greed gets involved in anything, they end up screwing it all up. So the Goldbacks will be triple the price they are now.
Yeah, true that. Do I think the Goldbacks will come in another shape other than rectangular? I don't. Obviously Aurum makes, or Valarum rather, they make other Aurum product, and so they start to explore other different things. Like I know a couple of years ago they had these really cool like gold Declaration of Independence, and I think the rumor is that they're going to do another run of those. But yeah, I mean, if we were to do a different shape, it would probably be for a novelty, some sort of collectible. But I haven't heard any rumors of anything like that in the works. Think about it too, like, so if you wanted to go round, then these things are created in the vacuum deposition chamber on like a big giant sheet of plastic, and the gold atoms are shot through what's called a sputtering process. So atom by atom, the gold atoms are shot onto the polymer. And if you wanted to go like round or something, then you'd have to like cut, and then you'd have all that wasted in between filler between the ovals or the circles. And so then you'd have to like take that, melt it down. And so it kind of it just wouldn't be as efficient. I think it'd be cool to do triangles though, because you could just run like triangles in a big sheet in a square. So maybe that would be a fun thing to do.
Yeah, for sure. Different, maybe you're better off just keeping them all the same, because I got all these Goldback holders and they won't fit in there. So yeah, keep them all rectangular. Let's do that.
Dude, Space Miner, Oryx at White Sands would be cool. So my dad grew up in Roswell, right? So I'm a quarter alien, I guess, if you just do the math. But he has 2 big Oryx on his wall at home. He's one of those Dr. Hunter guys that are always in the media getting in trouble by the liberals.
Will there ever be an alien on a Goldback?
I doubt it, but it would be cool to have a UFO in the background for a New Mexico note.
Yeah, New Mexico would definitely make sense for sure.
Yeah.
Nice.
Are there any videos on Goldbacks and their production process, how it's made?
Yeah, there are. So there used to be some at goldback.com. So I imagine if you just look around, you can find some there. But then on YouTube as well, there are ample videos of, early guys in the company talking about going more in depth on the vacuum deposition process. And the other videos you could find too that are going to be even more scientific would be to look for videos of Adam Trexler, who's the founder of Valorum. There's videos of Adam talking about the vacuum deposition process as it pertains to this. James Real and I could partner and be the real deal company. Love it. Let's
there you go.
go.
So High Desert says on the new Nevada redesign, will there be Area 51 or a woman alien?
Yeah, no, I don't know. Maybe we'll do a woman alien. I doubt it. I think that doesn't really keep with the brand identity that we're the cohesive brand identity that we're trying to roll with.
Yeah, I like the Area 51 though. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
You might want to bring that up in the board meeting.
Okay.
So Mrs. Coin Crew, first time I've seen her in here. She says, do they have any systems that can test goldbacks? That's a good question.
Yeah, so if you want to test the purity, so there's a exposed edge. So one of the edges on the side, obviously not in this PMG graded one, but there's an exposed edge that will show up as, not as 24 karat gold on a Sigma machine. But then if you have one of the XRF machines, the really nice high-end XRF machines that high-end shops, high-end local coin dealers will have, they show in there, and I've done it personally. Gone in, you see that it's 9999 fine. See the full elemental breakdown of everything in the Goldback. So yeah, they show up.
Yeah, my local coin shop shot it with the XRF, and it tests out. Yeah, for sure.
Nice. Sons says, what's the Goldback state lineup?
Okay, so historically, right, we did Utah in 2019, then we did Nevada and New Hampshire in 2020, then we did Wyoming, South Dakota, and then we did Florida. This year we did Oklahoma in August. We've got Arizona in November. Then we've got Idaho coming out in February. And then after that, it's wide open for basically any state can get a Goldback by, as we've talked about already, just by showing support by local businesses joining the merchant network. That's how we're going to expand. We're going to go wherever people say, look at me, we're already transacting in Goldbacks in our state. That's where we're going to go moving forward.
Yeah.
Do you ever think California will have a Goldback?
Yeah, absolutely. And we were in discussions, we thought about doing California, even within the next year. Now it's not on our short list right now. I'll tell you that. It's no longer on the short list, but again, we're going to be in every state within 12 years, every single state. So even the ones that, get poo-pooed a lot, like New York and New Jersey and Maryland and Washington and Minnesota and California, you might see some underlying themes of those states, right? But they're all going to get one eventually.
Yeah. That's good news. That's good news for them, actually, for everybody.
New Jersey, I'm looking at the merchant map. New Jersey looks pretty populated.
Good deal. So I don't know their bullion laws and bullion, especially as they pertain to sales tax and capital gains tax. Off the top of my head, I haven't looked and researched New Jersey, but I would imagine they're not very good. And that's usually the big thing that keeps us out of a state, as opposed to jumping in with both feet.
Sense. Ohio looks sort of dense. Michigan looks sort of populated a little bit.
So what I can tell you that happened this year, right? So there were like 34 or 35 states passed new bullion-friendly legislation, right? And the best one in the country, and some people are calling it the best bullion laws on the books, not just for a state, but for any jurisdiction in the world, was Missouri.
Really?
So if I was a betting man, and I'm not saying anything, I'm not putting out any news, but I would say that puts Missouri on the map, or at least on our short list, right? Just, again, because they're making it really friendly to do bullion business in the state of Missouri.
Nice.
So there's a question. There's actually a statement up there, and it holds true for myself as well. Obviously, I do buy them to sell them, but I pull goldbacks from every piece that we buy, and I collect them. So
yeah, no, Metal Matt. I try to keep my goldbacks for the most part. I do spend them here and there, but when I spend them, I replace them as fast as I can because it's like, I mean, I forget what this law is called in economics, but like basically the or principle law, whatever. But the money that's worth the least is the money that goes out the door the fastest, right? And so whenever I spend my goldbacks, I kind of feel like a dummy because they're going to be worth more tomorrow and the dollar is going to be worth less. So I should get rid of those Federal Reserve notes, that fiat trash in my pocket, right?
You're spreading the word. You're doing.
That's why I do it, exactly. But I'll tell you this. So I was at a conference in Las Vegas. It was a libertarian conference. I forget what it was called, but I was in Vegas last July for that conference, and we gave out goldbacks to every conference attendee, right? And they were used one night as the drink tickets, and it was so funny because the drink tickets, like a goldback at the time, was trading for less than $5, and a drink cost like 12 or 13 bucks. And there were people that were like diehard Goldback fans and libertarians who were keeping the Goldback and spending 12 bucks USD. And their heart was in the right place, right? But I mean, at the end of the day, they could have like bought the drink with the Goldback ticket and then went and saved 12 bucks that they used instead. And they could have bought 2.5 Goldbacks, right? So, I guess it's like, what's the movie with Robert Downey Jr., like Never Go Full Retard or whatever?
Yeah, exactly.
Never go full stacker, I guess.
That's funny. Yeah, but that's probably what I would have done too. I probably would have kept them and just drank water. I'd be like, "Where's the water fountain?"
Well, that's actually what I did. I said I don't want to spend $12 on a drink.
So Littlefoot says, "Are there any plans for a Trump goldback?"
No, but you for like $1, usually you can find those Trump gold foil notes that are like mass produced in China and they're basically worthless. So you can get one of those.
I have a one of them gold foil ones. I don't think it's a Trump one, but I got them from Whatnot.
Yeah, I think I have a Trump one inside that I got off of a Whatnot giveaway.
Yep. So Muscle Shell, he says he would love a goldback. You just got to get in the giveaway, man. I'm going to do one right now. As a matter of fact, there's one up on the stage. It has a number stuck on the back of it. Okay. When Vegas types the word "go" in the chat, then we're going to give that baby away. You just got to guess a number between 1 and 50. 1 and 50. It's stuck on the back of that. That's a 1/2 Oklahoma. And it is open to anybody who wants it.
Okay, so to get rid of the confusion, I'm not going to say go. I'm going to type it in the chat because I think last time I said go and then it popped up in the chat like there's a little bit of a delay. Yeah. So this time I'm just going to type go. I'm not going to say go because of good old YouTube delay. So
okay,
be ready.
Look in the chat. When it says go in the chat by Vegas, you can start pumping your guesses in there between 1 and 50. And it's going to be for that 1/2 goldback that is on stage. Wait, did we lose Matt?
Oh, can you hear me? I'll be right back.
Oh, yeah, you're blacked out. Yeah.
Sorry, I had to answer. I was supposed to meet a guy in Tampa to sell him some goldbacks today, but he is pushing it. So I was just responding to him.
Yep. No worries. Do what you got to do. I put that on screen so that you can see it's there, and the number is on the back already. Whenever you're ready, Vegas.
In the chat, folks.
Okay, it says go in the chat. We're alive. We're alive. All right. Oh shit, the numbers are coming fast, man.
They're coming in. They're coming fast.
Oh man, they were fast. All right, let me see here.
You better be paying. You better be paying attention.
I'm looking. I'm rolling down, but they're coming very fast. I don't see it yet. Don't see it yet. Don't see it yet.
They are sought after. Holy smokes! I hope you can keep up with them.
I got a winner. I swear to God. I swear to God, BBA. And if there's another 41 above that, double check me. But here it is. It's on camera. I'm not going to move it. I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to make it full size. This is ridiculous. But yes.
I think the UK crowd they might be on a different level. I don't know.
Dude, it's uncanny. I'm going to go back right now and I'm going to double check, make sure we didn't.
True. I didn't see another 41 in there.
I'm rolling back now, just in case. That's unbelievable. I wonder if I'm picking numbers in a pattern and he's picked up on it. That's crazy.
NBA.
The other 41 was Littlefoot. He was further down. Sorry about that, Littlefoot. But actually, I owe you a Goldback anyway, a 1/2, and I'll get that out.
Sorry, Littlefoot. I don't know. James Real says rigged Yankee style. Ooh.
Yeah, Yankee style. Yeah, I'll settle for that.
Little Rain Man foot, dude.
Yeah, right. BBA, you are the man, sir. All right.
Or no, yeah, sorry, BBA Rain Man.
Wait, I got BBA first. Wait, hold on. Diaxis, are you saying you typed 41 first?
No, he double checked and he saw BBA was first.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, you got to forgive me, man. I slept 2 hours last night. I'm like, oof. I'm on cruise time. I cannot get my shit together. I got to get my sleep back in order. I really do, because I've been sleeping in 2-hour doses. Like,
I haven't even slept yet. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah,
I've been up since 6 o'clock last night.
Yeah. So we're let's see, where are we at? So yeah, once we do the giveaway, I feel like we lost our place. But while we're at it, let's do another one. Hold on.
Wait,
BBA's on his way to go buy a lottery ticket.
All right. BBA, yeah, really definitely go buy a lottery ticket. And while you're out, we'll give this one away.
BBA, right. Do you really have 12 children?
Probably not.
I was gonna say, I mean, I'm from Utah. There's a lot of people with 12 kids, but that's still impressive as hell.
Hell yeah.
He's from the UK, so he might. I don't know. Never know.
Oh, nobody in the UK has 12 kids. Jeez Louise. 11 of them would have already been stabbed by knives already.
Right.
Littlefoot, I want to go in half on that ticket, BBA.
Yeah. We all want a piece of that action.
Yeah, shoosh.
All right. But all right, here we go. Let's do another one. I got what do I got up there? A 1/2. I got another 1/2 on there on the block. So we'll do the same thing. You say go and we will go.
All right. So same thing. I'm going to type it in the chat. So if anybody knows what BBA is going to type, you got to type it before him.
Right. And just so if anybody's new, it's a number. You're going to put a number in there between 1 and 50. You can put as many guesses as you want. When the winner rings, we'll hit it. Only one guess per comment, Chris.
Each comment has to have its own number.
Yes. One guess per
keep an eye on chat.
Keep an eye on chat. Keep an eye. When you see the word go, go.
We are going. All
right, here we go. We are going.
Laloni's in there. Buy up gold and silver's in there. BBA's in there, of course. You haven't stopped it yet? BBA made his guess already.
Oh, not yet. Hold on. It might have already come up, but I'm just scrolling through slowly. I don't see
Holy
it
cow,
yet.
they're coming through, that's for sure.
Yeah, man. I don't see it yet. I'm scrolling slowly, guys. I'm behind. No, Littlefoot, not 100.
That's 50 twice.
That's
Taylor says he's not even wasting his time. BBA says 3331.
Wait, I don't see it yet, man. Oh, hold on. We got a winner. Stop.
Holy smokes, they're not stopping.
All right, stop. We got a winner. There is a delay. Okay, let me.
Holy smokes, that was a lot.
I'm gonna highlight the winner and turn it over at the same time.
Ooh, two.
Two.
I am double checking.
Yep, double check behind me, guys. Everybody, please. And it
Double
looks
checking.
like Lalani. Lalani is the winner as far as I can see right now.
Out of way, Lalani.
Hell yeah, man. Now, I think, am I mistaken, Vegas, or is Lalani new?
Believe
Lalani,
I believe she or he. I don't want to assume anything. I believe they are new. How about they?
there you go.
There you go.
So politically correct. You could let us know. Let
That
us
is
know in the chat if you're a he,
always
him,
been
or a
known for
they.
being politically correct. You know that.
Oh yeah, you're known for that.
Ah.
Oh
Queen
my
Nessie
goodness.
is in the house. Good afternoon, Queen Nessie, another UK. Yep.
All right,
Le-
I'm typing in the winners in my notes. By the way, so if you guys want to chat it up, go for it, man.
Leilani was the first.
All right, and
Very nice.
T Bird
That
actually came in right after that with a deuce. So unfortunately,
same.
T Bird didn't come up first for him, that is, but not for Lalani.
What did I see?
All right, I'll put the next one up there just so you can salivate over it. It is going to
Leilani
be
says she is new. Congratulations. A good time to stop in and check out the chat. Very rewarding. We don't normally do giveaways, but on special occasions we tend to.
yep.
Hey,
All right.
Queen Nessie.
This was a special occasion. Our um, fantastic guest Matt here representing Goldback. So Blue Collar figured it would be a good time to spread the wealth and spread the news, spread the word.
Hey,
What
one
happened?
thing. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Somebody says, "What happened, BBA? A bathroom break?"
Yeah, he must have been. He must have bumped his head or something. He didn't get it that time. All right.
Pure Metals, I'm not Matt. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Pure Metals. It is a new platform that does peer-to-peer precious metals sales, and Nash is the founder of that. He just put it would be super cool to come up with a system to accept goldbacks on the Pure Metals platforms. Logistics behind that would be tough.
No, you could definitely reach out to me after the show. I think we could do it through the UPMA, so the United Precious Metals Association, where you essentially have digital goldbacks. And
Oh, there
so
you go.
so you could do, and the goldbacks are vaulted physically in Utah, but basically anybody with a UPMA account, so Pure Metals could get a UPMA account, and then any users that want to transact with goldbacks on your platform, they could just have a UPMA account, and so that's something that we could explore. It's possible. I don't know the logistics on that, but it's possible.
Very cool. Yes, he is. But it's been like 6 months, I think, since the platform's been live, and it has been growing and growing daily. Daily. It's
Yeah,
a
no,
very cool platform.
I've heard nothing but good things. Love to see, just any sort of new technology in the bullion space. Question is SLVR, are they trying to do the same thing? I keep seeing these guys at coin shows. I don't know if I imagine it's Silver is their company, but they seem to be having some sort of also kind of peer-to-peer
There,
marketplace for bullion. But it, they're not a potential customer of mine, so I haven't really put too much energy into seeing what they do. So curious to hear what your take on them, Pure Metals.
there was a bullion company that I know that was trying to do it. Um, they haven't come to fruition yet with it.
Okay.
And I don't know, it wasn't SLVR, but I know somebody else was talking about it too. Nash says he haven't heard of these guys. We'll have to do some research.
Yeah, just SLVR. I'm looking for them right now and not seeing anything on the front page of Google. So I guess they're not a real player yet, but they're trying to be because they're at all the big shows now. Yeah, maybe they'll be at the show in Vegas this next week. If they are, we'll talk to them.
Yeah, for sure. So Space Miner, I think he had a question there.
Space Miner?
You like new bullion tech? Drop by to see my vapor deposition silver rounds. I have some in titanium, tantalum, osmium.
Oh,
where do I find these?
Space Miner, if you want to drop a link in there, you're more than welcome to do that.
Yeah. Is osmium that black stuff? Am I thinking of the...
It's like it's the rarest metal, I think, isn't it? Osmium? Like a crystallized.
Okay. The world's densest and rarest stable element, bluish white metal of the platinum group. This stuff looks awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty expensive too, but I don't know how widely available it is, but Space Miner is definitely the guy to talk to on that. So yeah, if you want to drop a link in there, please do. If you have a website or something, there it is.
No, the black one that I was thinking of is ruthenium. You guys seen that?
Oh stuff? yeah, ruthenium. Yeah.
Ruthenium is awesome, and I would love to see like a limited edition ruthenium, a ruthenium back. I think would be just so rad.
Yeah, that would definitely be something different. Now, I had really never even heard of ruthenium until people started coating steel scents with them and giving them away on whatnot.
Yeah, so I started to see some of my customers just like have these random little ruthenium things in, corners of their display cases. So yeah, I didn't know what it was 6 months ago, but it's expensive, I think.
Yeah, I don't know much about it. I really don't. Like I said, the only time I've ever seen it is when it's like plating on something else.
Yeah.
So okay, well, where are we at? We're gonna let me do this. Let me give away this one. We're gonna give away this one Goldback now. So I guess, do you want to do the same thing, or do you want to do a trivia question, or how do you want to do it? Vegas, you got any input on that?
Matt, do you have any more questions? A good trivia question for him, or?
Let me see. I mean, the list that I had of trivia questions, I think your chat asked me already, like almost every single one of them. So
yeah, well, you can see our chat is definitely on top of it.
Yeah, exactly, and I love seeing that. Okay, I got one kind of random question that I don't think that I asked yet. So on the
wait, hold it for 1 second.
Okay.
Everybody, make sure you're live so you can hear it. And first right answer gets that one Goldback right there.
Tell me when you're ready.
Yep.
Okay, so we talked about how we have women on the Goldbacks, but on the Oklahoma 100 in the foreground, there's actually some men, and so it's a we've got the Lady Liberty as the kind of the chief piece of the artwork, but in the front you've got a military unit. So what military unit is that on the Oklahoma 100?
All right. Throw your guesses. What military unit is it on the Oklahoma 100 Goldback?
Good question.
I hear Google search just hit a record for that military unit. All right, we've got some guesses. We got SEALs. We've got the Union. We've got SEALs again. We've got Navy, Army, Marines, Navy SEALs, Rangers.
So actually, the answer I'm looking for is a little bit more specific.
All right, somebody Google is your friend.
And if it runs too long, I'll just give the answer. But
somebody will look it up. They'll look it up.
ROTC, Cavalry, Air Force, USMC, 45th Infantry Division.
Leilani is the winner. Yeah. So the 45th Infantry Division came out of Oklahoma, and they had a very storied history in World War II. They were, I guess, one of the things that they were known for was, I guess, discovering and freeing the people at the Dachau concentration camp, among other, feats of battle and whatnot. So, yeah, so they're such a big, prominent part of Oklahoma history. That's why we put them on the 100.
Very cool.
Leilani, you've got number 29 I had on the back of it, just so you know.
Foot has a little slower internet speed than Leilani.
Yeah, I would have Googled that instantly. I wouldn't have even tried to guess it.
I was trying to Google a little bit. Christian Virginia says he does not use Google for trivia.
Well,
that's
yeah. I get that.
I respect your game.
I definitely respect that.
Yeah.
That was a tough question though. So congrats, Leilani. But yeah, sorry I made that one a little bit more hyper specific.
Yeah, no, that's cool though.
No, they gotta earn it.
Yeah, I will say though, we have showed those like at little gun shows and little coin shows across Oklahoma, and these old veterans will come up and like hold it in their hand and start crying. So
really?
Goldback knocked it out of the park with that one. Really proud of that, because yeah, I think that's part of why the Oklahoma Goldback has taken off has done so well, because the artwork really, really touches the people of Oklahoma and hits them on a really deep level. So obviously that's the goal that we want for every note that we create. We don't always crush it, and we did in Oklahoma. So proud of that.
Well, you know what it is? You probably figured that out over time, that the artwork is pretty much what sells, what gets people's attention to sell them,
I mean, definitely. That's part of why we have to go back and redo those first 5 states, just since, starting in Florida, the artwork has just hit this whole new level, this new standard. But yeah, I think that's why we're starting to see more, a little bit more risque and sex appeal on the Goldbacks. We've definitely learned, and I haven't heard this spoken internally, but if I was running the show, which I'm definitely not, I'm just a peon, low man on the totem pole, but like putting the sexy pirate on the Florida 5 it resulted in us selling a lot more 5s versus the states that came before it, right? Because obviously we sell like millions upon millions of halves and ones, but the 5, if we can make our, like they say that they want the 100 to be the best, and I don't personally love the kind of Wonder Woman that we see on our 100s right now. Yeah, Space Miner says that the Florida Pirate's the sexiest ever. I agree, right? And so I think it makes the most sense as we, if you say that it's a $38, $40 piece, if you can have the 5 be the one where you've got these people that are spending, $5, $10, $15, and then they see the 5 and they're like, oh, okay, I got to stretch for that one because she's awesome, right? And so I think that's kind of what we're doing, and I think it's a good strategy.
Nice.
B. Taylor has a great question. Are we going to have an alpha series for each state? We absolutely are.
Very cool.
Everything created prior to the release date will have that little Greek A next to the year, denoting it as an alpha. And so if you're a true Goldback collector, no collection will be complete without having the alpha.
Yeah, and is the coloration different or the artwork different in any way? Because I did notice, I think, a difference in color.
So with Florida, because we added 3 new denominations, we had to play around with the colors a little bit. But we got a lot of complaints about that because, and it's honestly confusing. So we went back to the original colors with Oklahoma. So like you'll notice like a Florida half is green, I want to say. And then an Oklahoma half is red. And so I have to be really careful when I'm like selling these like stacks of like 500 or 1,000 Goldbacks that I'm not just instinctively grabbing the wrong color, because we switched the halves and the ones. But there should be no color or artwork difference on the alphas from regular. The only thing will be the difference between just having that Greek alpha, the Greek A, and then that'll drop off.
Okay, yeah, I thought when I was on the website the other day, I thought I noticed a difference, but it could have been just my eyes, I guess.
It might have been.
So will there be coming out a half for each state?
Yeah, every state's going to have a half, and that's part of why we're retroactively going to go back and do those first 5 states so that we can incorporate the half, the 2, and the 100. So there will always be a half, and I expect in a couple of years we'll have a quarter Goldback as well.
Oh, okay,
So
interesting.
that's not official. Again, I'm just a lowly peon, but if gold price keeps going up, then we're going to have to come out with a quarter. And if gold price goes where we talked about earlier, if it goes to 17,000, then maybe we'll have a 1/8, right? So
Understandable.
yeah. Lalani, you have a Frank Frazetta RM. Which one do you have? Because I actually, in like January, I bought the Dark Kingdom, which is the big one, and I sold it to a friend like maybe 2 months ago, and I'm bummed because it was such a cool piece. I love those Metal Mark Frank Frazetta arms. You got the Green Death. Nice. Very cool. Yeah, I got an offer I couldn't refuse. So there was a point when Metal Mark had them listed as sold out. And then, of course, like I sell it to a friend and I tell them that they're sold out. And then, like a week later, Metal Mark opens them back up again and they started to release the ones they hadn't sold. So I looked like a big jerk, but thanks, Metal Mark. But yeah, I think when I'm more cash liquid, I will probably have to buy the whole set again because I think I like Frank Frazetta. I think he's a pretty cool guy or a pretty cool graphic artist, whatever.
Yeah. So I'm trying to see, are there any other questions? Do we have any other questions for Matt? We're getting in at around an hour and 45 minutes. I want to try and cut this at less than 2 hours if we can today. I got some stuff going on. So why don't we do this 1/2 Goldback giveaway? This will be our final random giveaway. And then I have this one, which is a 2. I'm going to give a 2 to, I had a criteria set in the beginning. I said chat was going to be very important, and you're going to see how that is. All right, let's do this 1/2.
I've been pretty active in chat, so
yeah, it's been very active, and that's great. Okay, I got the number on the back of this one, and we're going to do the old number deal again. So make sure you're live, everybody. We'll give it a second. If you're not live, if you catch up to this, get live, and we'll give away that last 1/2, and then we'll wrap it up with that number 2.
Sweet.
Wrap it up with the number 2.
Yeah, with the number. I got a number 2. I was going to give away as a grand prize. My wife's going to kill me.
Boy, it should be all right.
You're giving away our fucking Goldbacks.
You can get more. Lalani says, sitting this out so we can have new winners. Good luck, everyone. It's fair for everybody if you want to jump in there, but that's very nice if you want to sit out and give everybody else a chance. It's open.
It works either way. It works either way.
Yeah.
Hopefully everybody is live at this point. We got 24 people in here, so there you go. We're gonna get ready to go. It's got a number on the back, and whenever you're ready, Vegas.
Run it.
It's running.
All right.
And they're coming in.
Oh shit.
BBA's already guessed. It's over, guys. Just kidding.
All right, I'm scoping the numbers out nice and slow so I don't miss anything. Keep your guesses coming. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. We got a couple of really close ones. Oh, we got a winner. We got a winner. Stop.
BBA says 129. Stop.
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 All right, we got a winner this time. It looks like I'm going to flip it and click it at the same time. Ready?
83?
38. 38.
Christian Virginia was close early. Oh, Christian Virginia ended up with it. He said 34 early, 38. Let me see. Double checking. We're running the numbers.
Looks like Christian Virginia is the winner.
That is it. Very nice.
Congratulations, Chris. Yeah, we had a couple of 37s in there early.
Very nice.
But 38 was that. And the reason I chose 38, that's the year my mom was born.
Very nice.
Just so you know. So that could be a future trivia question. Make
I'm gonna
note.
say, if you guys pay attention, sometimes his numbers they have meaning behind them.
They do. They do. I try and pick numbers with meaning, you know. All right, so that's that. All right, so Chris in Virginia, that'll be on its way to you. And by the way, anybody who does not have a mailing address in their channel description, my email is in my channel description. Just email me your address and it will go out. All right, so that's cool. All right, so here's the idea that I had for giving away this one, which would be next. And this would be the final one. This is a grand prize. That's a number 2. A 2 is a sought after piece. That's a Florida also.
Ah, the Seminole. I know you had one person in here who really liked the native artwork. So
yep. So that's a good piece if anybody wants that one. Well, actually, you know what? It's not going to be random. It's going to be given away. I haven't looked. I'm going to look right now. And that's going to be given away by chat points. Chat points. Who had the most comments?
I win it.
Well, you don't count.
What? I got the highest chat points.
You don't count. Top fans. Oh, Chris in Virginia with 225. That's yours, my brother.
Are you saying I'm not one of the man?
No, dude, you're disqualified. So, Chris in Virginia, that'll come with your 1/2 that you just got, or 1, whatever it was. I think it was it was a 1/2. So you're gonna get a
Thiaxis, you've never had anything bigger than a 1/2? Go get you a Florida 5.
It pays to be active in the chat, and I said that right in the beginning. I said chat activity will have something to do with the grand prize. So that was your hint. And everybody got lots of chat activity too because of all the guesses, you know.
It was very nice, very nice.
Yeah, so that was great, man. Matt, I want to thank you so much for coming in.
Yeah. Hey, I'm really stoked. I'm gonna see all you guys in Vegas in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Vegas and I will be in. Well, Vegas lives in Vegas, so he'll be
right. But Average Joe too.
Yep, I'll be out there as well.
Awesome.
Silver State will be there. Who else? We got a whole bunch of people actually. We should all get together in the hotel lobby and have a couple of soft drinks.
Yes. I'm down. I'd also be open to going and losing money at blackjack too. So that's
we could do that. There's a casino right in that hotel right there.
We'll see where it goes, man. Yeah, I guess we'll be at the Tuscany for all you listeners out there.
Yep, Tuscany Suites. Yep.
Sweet.
That'll be fine. Yeah, that'll be fun, man. Looking forward to that.
Is that like off strip? I've never heard of the Tuscany. I don't.
It is.
It is just east of the strip.
Okay.
But not far off the strip. I mean, it's
2 blocks.
Maybe, 2 blocks off the strip, maybe. Not far.
No big deal. I'm not like a big Vegas head person anyway, so I mean, it'll be great. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's a nice show. The last one I went to was wall-to-wall tables. Usually about 100 tables.
Cool.
And like I said, the last one I went to the end of July, it was packed. It was every table had 2 or 3 people checking the table out, and it was the most tables I've seen in there since. I mean, I've only been going a year and a half, so like 5 or 6, but it was the most tables and the most people I've seen in there for sure.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, I heard since they shut down the big Long Beach show that this is one of, if not the biggest show in the western half of the country now. So I'm expecting big things.
That could be a big factor. And with the price of metals being where they are, I expect another big crowd for the show for sure.
Yeah, we'll see. I was just at a big show, the Rosemont in Chicago last weekend, and the buyers weren't in there. It's kind of like we talked about with the retail still hasn't woken up. I know that most of my customers who own shops right now, they're just buying hand over fist. Everyone's selling grandma's jewelry and everything like that. You know what I mean? And I don't want to be like a rain cloud, but that's what I'm seeing on my end. Hopefully Vegas will just be a little bit different because there's more people there that are, happy and spending money. So
it's a regional thing as far as that, I think, because my brother is in Northwest Indiana, and he spoke to his local coin shop. He said nobody's really selling. Normally, he said normally the bin is full and everybody's selling. He said, but the guy behind the counter said nobody's really selling. So I think it's a regional thing depending on where everybody is. And like I said earlier, I think people are holding out for that $50 mark before they start trying to dump. So it's interesting times for sure.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I think we'll be at 50 before Vegas. So
yeah, unfortunately, I'm sure you're right.
No, but I mean, a nice round psychological number like 50 might get retail to start buying too, though. I mean, you guys have seen the memes a million times where it's like the line for the people who are buying silver at 30 is like nobody's in line, but then the line's out the door for people who are going to be buying at 50, right? So
yeah, exactly. That and that's the truth. That's the way it happens. It's a fear-driven market at the end, right?
Yeah, retail unfortunately doesn't know how to buy well. They buy high and sell low. So
and it's the exact same way in the stock market, right? All the big guys have been bailing out. Retail's piling in, and they're going to end up being the bag holders.
Yeah, it's called distribution, right? You got the big guys just dumping everything. Yeah, it's so sad to see it, but you just can't break the psychology. It is what it is.
Yeah, very true.
It's so predictable too.
Yep. But again, I know I mentioned this earlier. We'll have to talk about this in Vegas. I'm piling with leverage with every penny I have into certain gold and silver miners right now. So, yeah, if you have any interest in that, remind me in Vegas. But get me Chris in Virginia's email so I can help him with that Oklahoma 3. And
yep, I will.
Thanks for the great chat, guys, and thank you, chat viewers. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, Matt, thanks again for coming in, man. You were awesome. Very informative. Thanks for participating. Really appreciate it. We'd love to have you back too.
We could definitely do this again. And like I said, look forward to seeing y'all in less than 2 weeks, man.
All right. We'll see you.
Later, guys.
Take care, man.
Thank you, Matt.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, huh?
Very good stream. Lots of information. He gave us a little sneak peek at what to expect for the Arizona ones, which is very cool. Very, very excited about that. And then he gave us a little sneak peek at a little Texas collaboration coming next week. So some cool stuff out there. Very cool. Thank you, chat. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Very active. You guys, of course, had great questions as always. I hope we got to answer your questions. I hope you don't feel ignored.
Yeah, I think it's great to get involved. It's great to get the chat involved. And I hate even saying the word chat because it's so impersonal, because we look at you guys as family, man, and that's no bullshit. We really do.
What do you guys, what should we call it? We need a better name.
How about fam?
Fam?
What's up, fam?
What's up, fam?
Maybe I don't know. We'll come up with something. How about you guys, fam? What would you like to be called instead of chat?
What is that? What are the viewers? Viewers?
That's kind of impersonal too, man. Fam. BBA says
family.
Stackers. Yeah, we're all family. We're all stackers.
We are. BBA, congratulations on cleaning it up. Diaxis gave you a little bit of a chance this week, I guess, this time.
Yeah, we
brothers and sisters, Chris and Virginia. That's a good one. Our brothers and sisters.
Bro, yeah, and we use that a lot too. We had I don't know if you could see it. Let me put it on. Let me make myself big here.
Congratulations to everybody that won, and thank you for participating. I think it was very fun. Everybody showed up. It was really good. Who is going to be the next guest? Yeah, it's too.
My screen is so goddamn dirty. Those are your winners right there, though.
Very nice.
You got High Desert Pioneer. BBA won 3. Lalani won 2. I think she
won 2.
Yep. And then Chris in Virginia won twice as well. He won the grand prize for number 2. So there you go.
Pierre Meadow says, who is going to be the next guest? We are trying to figure that one out still.
Yeah, we're working somebody out for Monday, but we'll have somebody good, and maybe we won't. Maybe we'll just do a chat participation night again. We'll see.
It's been sort of I mean, we've been doing this for over 6 months and 2 guests a week, so um sometimes it's hard to find new guests, and it's a lot of people don't put their emails in their channel descriptions, so some people are hard to get a hold of. But um Pure Metals, if you know anybody, have them give us a shout out. You know, we're always welcome to anybody reaching out that wants to be on, for sure.
Yeah, and if anybody in here, just reach out to us. We would love to put you on.
Diaxis will be on eventually. We've talked to Diaxis about coming up. Nerd UK, you want to come on next Saturday? Hell, anybody, I don't know. We're always open. Whoever wants to be on.
Yeah. I got somebody as a possibility for next Saturday. We didn't talk about it yet, but I'll talk about it behind the scenes with you.
Oh, see, when we end the show, we talk about you guys for like 20 minutes
Yeah.
about how
And
good
and
and
wait,
supportive you guys
now
are.
that we don't have
Oh,
now that we don't have a guest, do you want to address anything while we're talking? While the fam's in the room? Or
we got
would you rather not?
we that might be a Monday thing. We got a good group in here, and it was a good day, a good stream, so there's no need to
All right. Yeah, you're
no
right.
need to
You're right.
ruin that. Just
Okay.
my thinking. Um, for all the bros and hoes out there, as Christopher in Virginia says, he wants to be known as the bros and hoes. Um, or ZZYZX Road says Stacking Brothers.
Yeah.
Um,
And sisters, because we got
yeah, brother
sisters.
and sisters.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'll be for a Monday thing.
Yeah. All right. That sounds good. And listen, thank you, everybody. It's been an awesome stream. And all the ears are going to get mailed out this week. I promise. And Littlefoot, I got yours too. I'll be in a mailing mood. And Diaxis, I got to send yours across the pond. I'm still trying to figure yours out. I'm going to talk to FG though and find out how he did his shipping. And I will definitely get that out to you.
Very cool. Thank you, everybody, for being here. We greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. Mr. Happy Stacker 69, welcome. Thank you guys for being here. I don't say it enough, but without you guys, we wouldn't be doing this, and you guys make it awesome. Showing up every week, listening to us. Some of you guys show up twice a week, which is amazing, amazing, amazing. So I mean, I can't tell you guys thank you enough. It's awesome, and we greatly appreciate it. Because I know we don't always have good things to say. I know we don't always interact with you guys. We're not the best out there, I'm sure, but I'd like to think we're not the worst. And like I said, without you guys, we wouldn't be doing it. And it means a lot that you guys show up and support us. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I would echo that. And thank you so much, guys. Looking forward to the next stream on Monday night.
Yes. So enjoy your weekend. Take care of each other. Be safe. And we will talk at you on Monday night.
All right. Sounds good. We're off. Take care, guys.